think we're just about set. Hang on. Good morning, people. Let me put a little message here. Message. Luke Gay. Hey, how is it down under these days, Luke? Still trying to pull up a Facebook window I can type in. Oh, I guess it helps if I go to my page. Come on. You know, I'm paying all this money for the highest speed internet possible, and sometimes I think I could walk faster, and this internet flows. Okay, so there's the page. Now where's the chat? Oh, there's the chat. See, I don't always do this. Why is it that Facebook doesn't let me get down to see my chat line? Yeah, I can type it, I can't see it or spell it. Okay, that may not work well. All right, let's get going. Hi, good morning, everybody. Who else we got? Okay, just Luke got it on that one. And over here, I guess that's it. So good morning so far. We've got one person from Australia. Oh, there's Maudib. I see her there. And excellent. Okay, so I think the weather's still trying to decide what it's going to do today here. It may have rained during the night. So we're here to upgrade human consciousness. And human consciousness the collective consciousness can be thought of as the sum total of all the fields, the individual fields from each individual human. In the world of physics and engineering, there is a description about the way that waveforms interact. It's called constructive or destructive interference. And when we blend synergistically, if one person's thinking love, the next person's thinking hate, they kind of neutralize each other and we're left with something neutral. Right now, a lot of the world is thinking about fear. And the reason they're thinking about fear is an awful lot of media and politicians and medical officials who should know better are telling them to be afraid of basically the common cold. People have died from the flu and the cold, and they die every year. And the only reason death statistics look bad in some places, like New York City, is that everybody who died of any cause is having their death certificate artificially modified to say they died of this coronavirus. So we need to neutralize their fear. The great neutralizer of fear, of course, is love. And love of our fellow human beings, love of God, love of the universe. And activate your Akadwa energy right now. Fill this space. YouTube is cutting out. Really? Is it still cutting out, Wadib? Oh, Viento, good morning. You type in there if you think it's still cutting out. Maybe my voice was a little soft. I'll project a little more. Not sure why that should be the case. because I haven't changed the settings from last night during the discussion. So activate your Akadua energy, hands about so far apart, and fill that space with a ball of energy. In your mind's eye, see that ball of energy morph into our planet Earth, surrounded by a glowing pink field that is the waveform of love of the collective human consciousness. Our objective during this meditation is, in your mind's eye, see that pink field get brighter and pinker, and any dark spots or less bright spots as the earth rotates between your hands, really concentrate on those spots and make them brighter. Send your energy not just to the field as a whole, but to those individual spots in particular. And the messages and energy we send are: God lives. Love is the answer. We are all one. God lives. Love is the answer. We are all one. God lives. Love is the answer. We are all one. God lives. God lives. Love is the answer. We are all one. God lives. Love is the answer. We are all one. And as the earth rotates between your hands, keep looking for any dull spots, dark spots, and that's where you send this message, and watch the pink field change color. Brighter, pinker. You may have observed specific places as the earth is rotating between your hands, and often those dull spots in the field correspond with large cities. Large cities are chaotic on a good day, and right now they're not having many good days. That's why if we concentrate on those places, we'll have a stronger impact. And to think that a small handful of us couldn't have, or if you're wondering how a small group of us could have an impact, remember, we're holding the entire planet between our hands. For those of you who aren't familiar with the process, this is basically us activating our astral bodies, and we have expanded our being to the point that we literally can hold the world between our hands. The same way that you could affect every aspect of a fishbowl or a terrarium between your hands, we literally can do the same with the planet Earth. This meditation is slowly working. The world needs this message. We need this message, and we basically need to tell a lot of people to turn off the television and just stop listening to the fear box. Because that's pretty much all it's putting out these days is fear. I don't live on my internet all day, but I get on it in the morning and then a flurry, maybe in the early afternoon, depending on the emails I need to send for my business activities, and then again in the evening. So 2-3 times a day. And I'm just amazed at the inundation of announcements and news that pop up that are just so fear-based. So we're undoing that, and you can have an effect. Margaret Mead was a famous anthropologist, looked at human cultures back in the last century. She has a quote which I love, which says, "Never underestimate that a small group of committed people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." You think about it, that's true. A small group of people with a new idea, a better idea, start to work, and slowly we influence those around us, and those newly influenced people start to influence those around them, and the idea spreads. Some of you old folks like me may remember in football stadiums they used to have the wave cheer where everybody stands up in waves going around and around and around. So yeah, it spreads like the wave. That cheer, by the way, was invented at the University of Washington in Seattle, and then it spread across town to the old Kingdome Stadium where the Seattle Seahawks played, and that wave cheer happened on a Monday night television game and instantly spread everywhere. There's big football stadiums throughout the country, and that was a big, big deal for a lot of years. But that's one drum major or cheerleader, something at University of Washington, had this idea, choreographed it, and it went viral. Not to scare anybody too much, but that idea took off, spread across town, and because there was a national game, nationally televised, it spread. That's how fast we can have an effect on the human consciousness, is that we're doing this today, and one day soon everybody's going to be doing it. It's like, wait a minute, we need to do this. So 7 a.m., 7 p.m., that's when we're doing it. Every day. I want to thank you all for being here. We've got Australia, we've got Reading. Hi, Lonnie, I see you tuned in. We've got Red Bluff, we've got Hemet, California, with Viento de Octubre. So thank you all for tuning in. Keep this up, whether you can tune into the broadcast or not. Occasionally I've had to not broadcast, so that'll happen again at some point, I'm sure. So please just keep doing this and tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your friends and family that if they want to eat that day, they got to do this first. So no, that would be fear. Just invite them, and they'll see the change in everyone. Okay, that's it for today, for this morning. Do good, avoid evil, my friends. Take care, Luke.